What's up, fellas? So today, one of my Patreon supporters asked me, he wants to have a better understanding about female nature. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down female nature one-on-one, what 99% of women do not want men to know, what 98% of men do not want to swallow, and what 99% of men will never understand about women. Let's get it in.
Please don't wake me, that's the only time I see you. I can't fall in love, you my favorite señorita. She the first one.
So here's the thing. It is very crucial and very important for a man to understand female nature and to operate around women with the red pill. Because this is going to save a lot of men from confusion. This is going to save a lot of men from heartaches. Because to all the guys who are unaware about female nature, these are the type of guys that get butchered by women. They get manipulated. They get used for their free attention. They get used for their resources. And most of the time, these guys just walk themselves into a slaughterhouse. So here's the thing. I want you guys to understand the red pill. I want you guys to understand female nature. But what I do not want you guys to do is hate women and overdose on the red pill. Because hating female nature is like executing a guy for liking ass and titties. It's just a part of their nature, and you just have to bite the bullet and swallow the pill. So the thing is, I want your dating experience to be awesome. This is what makes me different from the other guys. I don't use the red pill to bash women, to destroy women. Oh, that girl's mom is a slut. Her grandma is a slut. Her cousin is a slut. She is a slut. Her baby niece is a slut. Just every girl is a slut. No, I don't bash women. What I do is I want you guys to use the red pill to your advantage. Taking the red pill is like having the answers to the test. So what we need to do now is to go take the test. So here's the thing. What do men want in the dating pool, and what do women want in the dating pool? And I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you guys. So what do men look for in the dating pool? Men, we want unlimited access to all types of women. White, Asians, Latinas, Nigerians, Armenians, Spanish. Men, we want unlimited, infinity amount of cheek slaying. Here's the thing. When you are talking to a girl, what do you want from her? Most likely, you want to take her home and do a little bit of indoor Olympics and slay the cheeks off her. But what do women want in the dating pool? Women, they want to lock down the highest value male they can lock down, because a woman is only loyal to her options. So what's the biggest difference between a man and a woman? When a man is born, he must become. Men are built. Women are just born. Women are just are. Because here's the thing. 1,000 years ago, when me and you were Indians, when we had leaf over our dicks, the men, they were the hunters. They were the gatherers. They were the skillful warriors. They needed traits. And that is the exact same concept today, because men in today's society, you must have a skill set. You must use that skill set to get resources. You must use that skill set to build your empire and make your money. Because a man today, he must have verbal skills. He must have conversation skills. And all game is can you hold a conversation with a woman? A man must work on his charisma. A man must have a sense of humor. A man must learn game and understand woman needs. Because we all know woman and woman needs is both confusing as fuck. A woman will tell you she wants one thing and she goes out and do the exact opposite. And let's be honest here. Do you guys really think that women need conversation skills, charisma, a sense of humor? She does not need to crack jokes like, your mama is so fat, she does not walk, she rolls. Your mama is so ugly that we had to feed her with her slingshot. A woman does not need any skill sets. Do you know why? Because back then, 1,000 years ago, women were the nurturers. They were the protectors. They would watch over the kids, take care of the kids, and clean the house. So they don't need a skill set. Guys, a woman can have zero charisma, zero personality. She's like the Terminator. It's like every time you take her out on a date and you talk to her, it's like you're talking to a rock. But the fact that she has tits, ass, and a pussy, She has a whole bunch of flesh rockets being thrown at her. She has a whole bunch of dudes, a bunch of dicks lined up all the way to the Empire State Building. So this just validates my statement that men, we must become. Men are built, women, they are just born. Why? Because the most valuable asset that a man can bring is his resources. But the most valuable asset that a woman brings is her looks. But what's wrong with looks? Looks is a depreciating asset, but resources, this is why I tell you guys to get on your purpose, because resources are forever. So here's the thing. So there are two primary mating strategies in female nature. Number one, can you guys guess what it is? So a woman's first mating strategy, she is trying to lock down the highest value male she can find. At this stage, she wants to recreate and reproduce with the strongest and the most dominant alpha male who can protect and provide for her offspring. So this is why you see women do shit tests. She does complacency tests because she's trying to test the man's strength, that she cannot move him off center. So at stage one of a woman's mating strategy, looks, money, and status are going to be the big three. These three are going to be the most important things. But when a woman cannot find the most highest value male she can lock down, what she is going to do is she is going to settle for the beta male. So there's this term called beta bucks, alpha fucks. So she's going to use that beta male that she has no interest in. She just uses him for his resources, but she will go out and creep with the alpha. So stage one, looks. Looks is very important. This is why women, they like taller guys. Why? Because it's a sign of protection. Women want to date guys with good genetics, guys with the nice jawline, the guys with the V taper, the guys who are ripped, because women want to mate with the guy with the good genetics, because if that guy has good genetics, his genetics will carry on to the offspring, where her offspring has a higher chance at survival. So whenever a girl sees a guy who's pretty, nice genetics, she wants to reproduce with that motherfucker. She wants his kids to have his genes. So the next thing on the list is going to be money. And money is very important because a woman wants a man who's ambitious, a man who is driven, a man where she cannot tell him what to do, that he just goes out there and he just fucks shit up. Because if you think about it, money, it's an accolade. If you guys think about it, 1,000 years ago, the men, we were hunters, we were gatherers, and the most skillful warriors were the most respected by the men in their village, by their peers, and those are the guys that women wanted to sleep with. Because if you had money, it was a sign that you were a hard worker, you were ambitious, you were driven, you sacrificed, and that you were willing to risk, to do, sacrifice and risk things. Because here's the thing. Women, they do not like taking risk, but masculine energy is about overcoming barriers. It's about rising to the challenge. Why do you guys think that there's no woman in the army? There's not that much women in construction, because those are high risk jobs. These men are likely to take a higher risk job to earn a high earning. And a man who has resources and has money, he is instantly more attractive to women. Because have you guys ever heard of an ugly, wealthy man? You can look like Freddy Krueger, but if you have $1 million cash in your pocket, man, she will look at you like you're Justin Bieber, like you're David Hasselhoff, Channing Tatum. Because here's the thing, when a man has resources and he has money, it fits under the three P's. The three P's, okay, it's not pussy, pocket, power. The three P's to a woman are provision, protection, and parenting. That you have financial security where you can provide a lifestyle for her, and you have financial security where you can provide for the kid and her. And the next thing on the list is going to be status. Status is very important because it's social proof. This lets you know that, you're a likable person, that you're not some incel or loser that just sits at home and just watches porn, just jerk the gurk and just busts nuts all over himself. She wants to know that, do you have friends? Do you have conversation skills? And this is where game comes in, because all game is conversation skills. Because here's the thing, status is like it's pretty much like pre-selection. If other girls want you, I promise you that all the other girls are going to throw themselves at you. Because here's the thing. Have you guys noticed is that when you're single, it's just hella hard to get a girl to like you. And all of a sudden, when you get one girlfriend, you have all these girls throwing a bunch of pussy your way, just like a squirt gun, just shooting all these types of pussy at you. Because if a girl sees that other women want you, they're going to want you. That's how women operate. Because here's the thing. You could be on a date with a girl and she could like you. You have hella charisma, you're hella funny, you're fun to be around. But if she noticed that other guys aren't like coming to you, you can't be that center of attention, other girls are not looking at you, her attraction is going to drop. Because let me tell you guys something about pre-selection. Women want a guy that other men want to be and other women want to sleep with. That is status. That is pre-selection. So those are the three most important things for number one in a woman's mating strategy. And the second mating strategy in female nature is that what you need to understand is that a woman, she would do whatever it takes to lock down the highest value male who can provide her a lifestyle, protect and provide for her offspring. So this is where you see female manipulation. She will use her lust to get what she wants from men, because this does not happen today. But 1,000 years ago, men were the warriors. Women stayed in the villages. So women know that they do not have the power to just, overpower men. She does not, do like a choke slam on men. She can't do that. Or a Stone Cold Steve Austin power bomb. Women don't have the strength like a man. So what she would do is she would use emotional manipulation. She would use her lust. She would just use that to extract resources and get what she wants from men. And what you guys need to understand that she would do whatever it takes. So this is why you see at the beginning, she's so friendly. She's so nice and outgoing. She sucked the crap. She sucked all the soul out of your dick and it just feels so good. Because at the beginning, what she is trying to do is she is trying to build that attachment with you. And once she knows that she built that attachment and she has gotten pregnant or you got married with her, this is when she starts acting like a bitch because she knows that she got you. So this is why when guys get in marriages, the sex stops. Do you know why? Because she knows that she got him. She does not need to work for him. So this is why when you are in a relationship with the girl, this is off topic, but when you just telling her she's beautiful every single day, you're texting her, you're giving all this validation, she puts you in the friend zone because she knows that she got you. She knows that she does not need to have sex with you because she already got you. Because the reason why women have sex with you because she wants to satisfy you, because she is submitting to you. When a girl is getting down on her knees and sucking your cobra, she is submitting to you. So once you give her all that validation, she no longer needs to work for you. So if you guys are watching this channel and you guys understand the red pill and the abundance mindset and the ways of and the ways to become an abundance cheek slayer, you guys can never be manipulated by a woman because you guys know the game. I'm teaching you guys the game. Because here's the thing. The most important thing that a man can do in his life is to stay improving and to date younger women. See, if you are a guy in his 40s right now, do not date women who are in their mid or high 30s because she's damaged goods. See, the older men get, how men age is men age like wine. The older men get, the more elegant they taste. But women, the older, the more they age, women age like sour milk. The older they get, the nastier their taste. So the best advice I can give you guys is go to the gym, work on the self-improvement, get on your purpose, get your money right, and always study game. See, you guys gotta have an abundance mindset where you guys do not give a flying fuck. But I want to go overboard with this because I want to break down the biggest difference between men and women. So what you guys need to understand about a woman is that they're very indirect. So this is why when you see a girl, she says maybe, she's let me think about it, let's just be friends, because she does not want to hurt your feelings, because women are emotional. Because if she knows that if she hurts your feelings, it's going to damage her emotions. So that's why women are indirect. But when a girl says, maybe, we'll see, what she is telling you is she is rejecting you, but without rejecting you. So one last thing I wanted to add, see, since women are emotional, she feels what's right now, what's in the present. This is why I never tell you guys to argue with women, because they're emotional. Even though 2 + 2 is 4, but just because she was feeling potatoes that day, she would probably think 2 + 2 is potatoes. They have no logical reasoning. Women are emotional. So fellas, that's what I wanted to say. And one last thing, and here's another point that validates my statement. So women will tell you that they want a nice guy, a guy who just puts her on a pedestal. But she will go out and do the exact opposite and date that asshole. Do you know why? Because women are emotional. That nice guy does not engage her emotions. That guy who just disappears, the guy who treats us like trash, that's the guy that she's thinking about. See, the thing is, society and women, they tell you what women want to hear and what women want. But society does not tell you what sexually turns on a woman. Society does not tell you on how to keep her. Society tells you, oh, you need to do all these things to make her happy. But what I teach you is what sexually turns her on. What can get you guys the cheeks? A woman wants a man who she cannot have her way with. A man who is fun. A man who is spontaneous. A man who is fun to be around. Because you got to understand, women are emotional. You got to have them feel a certain way when she's with you. That she does not know 100% where she stands with you. Because here's the thing. One last thing before I end this video. I know this video is long, but I'm trying to give you guys as much information because I'm trying to make your dating experience exceptional. So one last thing. This is very important. Whenever you are with a girl, she has to enter your frame, because masculine energy is leading. Feminine energy is submissive, emotional connection. She wants to bond with you. So you lead, you tell her where to go, you lead the interaction, and she just submits. But whenever you are moving into her frame, whenever she's telling you what to do, when she's leading the relationship and she's wearing the pants, that is when you're in a recipe for disaster and you're going to walk yourself into a slaughterhouse. So fellas, that's it for today's video. Appreciate all the Patreon supporters. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.